They fought Israel. Now look at them. The conflict no one expected to end this way. They once stood with rifles raised and banners high. They fought in the name of sovereignty, pride, and resistance. They fought Israel. Now look at them. But what happened to these men after the battles ended? What happens to fighters when the war is lost? When the ideology fades and reality remains? This is the untold story of those who fought, and the haunting aftermath they live with today. To understand why they fought, we must go back to 1948, back to the birth of Israel, and the beginning of one of the most complex, long-lasting conflicts in modern history. From the Arab-Israeli War of 1948 to the Six-Day War, the Yom Kippur War, the First and Second Intifadas, thousands joined militant groups, nationalist armies, and paramilitary forces to oppose the State of Israel. Some believed they were defending their land, others their religion, many simply responding to displacement, poverty, and occupation. Cut to archival footage, refugee camps, Arab armies in training, young fighters chanting slogans. They came from the streets of Gaza, the camps in Lebanon, the hills of the West Bank. Teenagers, shepherds, teachers, turned into soldiers. Groups like Fatah, Hamas, the PLO, and Hezbollah attracted recruits across the Arab world. I was 17 when I joined. I didn't know politics. I only knew that our house had been demolished. Former militant, Gaza Strip. But war has a price, and many paid it in full. Over the years, the tide shifted. Superior military technology, surveillance, blockades, airstrikes, political betrayal. Many who fought were captured, imprisoned for decades, or worse, forgotten by the very groups they fought for. Cut to visual, elderly men in damaged homes, reading old letters, sitting alone. They believed they would return as heroes. Instead, they returned as relics of a forgotten war. My own children ask why we fought. They don't understand what it was like. Ex-prisoner of war, Lebanon. The broken veterans. What happens when the guns go silent, but the trauma screams louder than ever? Life after war is rarely kind. Many ex-fighters suffer from PTSD, poverty, physical disabilities. Without pensions, without purpose, there is no help for us. No one cares about old fighters anymore. Former militia commander, West Bank. Others turned inward, seeking faith, forgiveness, or isolation. Some speak out. Others remain silent. And some still believe the fight isn't over. Regret, resolve, and reconciliation? Do they regret it? Some do. Some say they were manipulated. Others say the world abandoned them. And a few still dream of one final uprising. Cut to visual, photos of martyrs, murals on concrete walls, children with slingshots. But war isn't just about battles. It's about what's left behind. In a world moving on, these men remain caught between the past and the present. How the world sees them. To Israel, they were enemies. To some Arabs, heroes. To others, tragic symbols of a lost cause. The international community debates. Were they terrorists or freedom fighters? Criminals or victims? The answer depends on who's telling the story. They fought Israel. Now look at them. Old. Forgotten. Still haunted by a war that never really ended. History often forgets the men who carry its heaviest weight. But we must not. Because sometimes, the real cost of war is what's left when the fighting stops. Subscribe for more deep, untold stories from history, war, and conflict. Like and comment.